Yo, yo.
Yo.
So weird. You weren't popping up as like someone I can invite for some reason, but whatever.
That is weird.
Made it work, man. Made it work. Yeah, dude. I didn't realize we were gonna have so many matches, bro. For what is it? Veran Ola de Calor, right?
Ola de Calor, yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Are you ready for it?
I am ready for it. Are you?
I I think so, dude. I think so. It starts at fucking 9 a.m., doesn't it?
9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah. And I saw what you sent me. It looks like we're going to be getting.
Hold on. Do you want to talk about Saturday or do you want to talk about Sunday first? Because there's two events we got to cover.
Yeah, I want to talk about Saturday too, man.
I'm sending you the last match for Saturday without the spoilers.
Oh, I thought you meant what happened last Saturday. I want to talk about what
Oh,
happened last Saturday too. We got a lot to talk about, dude. There's
we
a lot
have
of stuff
we have
going
a
on.
lot to talk about then. Adilicios. Cios. Okay, sorry.
What the
Um,
hell?
Yo, see when I just texted it to you.
Okay.
Plus,
Well, let's talk about the important stuff that went down last week in AAA really quick, shall we?
let's do it.
Okay, so.
I thought we had an episode where we talked about last week.
Oh, did we? This.
Yeah, we did because I think
Oh.
I'm pretty confident we did. Let me hold on. I
Okay,
thought we met
then.
up after. Let me hold on.
I think
I
you're right.
record I record our episodes, so let me see.
I think you're right now that I think about it.
Yeah, because we talked about Bronco Nima. Oh no, we didn't. We texted about it. We didn't. We texted about it. You're right. We didn't. We didn't cover
Yeah.
it afterwards. Okay, I remember
So
now.
so we got the first we got the major attack by Omos on Rey Mysterio. That was the opening segment. That was pretty huge because we had Omos versus Galeno, and then I think Omos was starting to like destroy Galeno, attacking him with the steel steps, putting him through tables until Rey Mysterio came out, tried to stop Omos. And then Omos puts his hands on Rey Mysterio, which then led to the big announcement that Omos has been officially been suspended from AAA.
He's suspended. He's no longer. Before he got suspended, I thought it was really funny that Dominik Mysterio ran into the ring and was just like, "Do it," you know. He was just like, just over and over. Did like 3 or 4 times. I was dying laughing. That was the best part of that segment before they got into the
Yeah.
talking of suspension. But I just wanted to highlight that real quick.
Yeah, straight instigating Dominik Mysterio wanting to see his dad get chokeslammed. That was pretty good, man. That was a good way to kick off that episode of AAA. But what does this actually mean moving forward? Because when Rey Mysterio made that announcement in that same segment, he also announced a gauntlet match. Oh no, that was for Reinas de Reinas. But yeah, I'm wondering like, what can this mean going forward? For example, for Dom going into Triple Mania, did they say how long Omos is going to be suspended for? Do you think we can still see Omos show up, or what do you think that's going to lead to?
Ever since Angel posted about people's theories and all that stuff, I almost don't even want to predict what's gonna happen. I don't even want to get called out by Angel. You know what I mean? Like I'm here for the product overall. I'm here to watch it and enjoy the story. Um, but anyways, let's
Yeah,
just predict anyways. Let's see what's gonna happen.
what was that all
Um,
about, by the way, with
I don't
Angel
know. I don't know
Daz?
what I don't know what fan theories he was seeing or what comment got to him, but I don't know. I think this is the beauty of wrestling world where we all have different imaginations and different fantasy bookings and you know, I think that's what makes it fun, right? Because maybe some of us get it right, maybe some of us are completely wrong, but come up with such good storylines that maybe it's meant to be heard. Or maybe they're just not as good. But
Yeah,
I think that's what's fun about wrestling, right? I can talk to you and be like, "Oh my god, I think this is gonna happen," and then you're gonna say, "No, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think this is gonna happen." And I think that's what's fun about being a wrestling fan.
I don't think there's anything wrong with making predictions or saying, "Hey, I like this," or "Hey, I don't like this." I think what Angel Garza, because I saw what he posted where he was like, "Hey, basically, what he say? He was like, this is why you guys don't write the shows, because you want to give everything and just on one episode, and you guys don't understand storytelling or something along those lines." I can see that because I feel like I accept a lot more of the things that we see on the shows as opposed to a lot of people. They automatically go straight to hating on something or just shooting it down right away, right? And I think Angel Garza does have a point, but also there is a lot of people who just say dumb shit. And I don't think we're some of those people. I think we're pretty like we watch the shows, we understand them, we know what's happening. Our predictions aren't that crazy. You know, they do make some sense without actually talking shit about anyone, if that makes sense, you know?
I get you. I get you. So, how do I feel about the whole Omos thing? Well, I mean, Dom went with El Ojo for the muscle of Omos and to have some, some backup on AAA. And now his big dude is just gone from AAA for we don't know how long.
Rey
You know what I
Mysterio's
mean?
corrupt. There you go. Another perfect example of the mismanagement of Rey Mysterio just being a terrible general manager and a terrible father. I just got done saying how we don't talk shit about people, but I take it
I
back.
don't. You do. All right. This one might be the clip, though. This one right here. So, Angel Garza, please forgive me. Don't hate me. But I think that now we have an open space with Los Perros del Mal, and Omos is gone. So, Dom needs a little bit of backup here. Now, I don't think Dom has to be the leader of Los Perros del Mal, but maybe if he accepts the deal that they were offering Penta, maybe he could have some allegiance there or some sort of backup going into his match with El Grande Americano. I mean, there's a little space for both of them.
He could also show up this weekend at Ola de Verano, Omas, I mean, because
Calor?
it, uh, thank you, Ola de Calor, because Dom and El Gran Americano are going to have a face off. So maybe Dom says, you know what? I don't care what my father says, that no good for nothing deadbeat dad. And you're going to show up with me anyway. No, not happening.
Nah. Leave the suspense of like, well, Omos is gone. Like, who do you really have?
Well, not only was Omos suspended, but they also announced, Rey Mysterio announced that because of that attack, Galeno was not medically cleared. And that's how Damian Priest was added to this fatal four way for the Latin American Championship match for this weekend. So now we have Damian Priest, Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., La Parca, and who's that? Abismo Negro?
El Fiscal.
El Fiscal. Okay, thank you. Um, yeah, I mean, what if Omos shows up here during this? I don't believe Omos is just gonna sit back and just be like, okay, I'm suspended, you know.
I mean, suspended versus completely losing your job. I think he's gonna stay suspended for now. I don't think we're gonna see him.
Fair enough.
Maybe we might see him pop up at Triple Mania. Maybe during his match against El Grande Americano. I mean, Dom's match against El Grande Americano. Maybe, but yeah, I think you're going into those uncharted waters there with Angel lurking over and listening in and saying that's a dumb idea, Edgar.
That's cool. I'm cool with it. He can say all he wants to us, bro. That's better for us. But I want to hear what you thought about the main event. Moving forward, Penta versus Bronco Nima. If Penta loses, he has to rejoin Los Perros del Mal. But it didn't really go down that way, unfortunately. Well, for some. I was kind of rooting for Bronco Nima. That's my guy from NXT. Been watching him. You know, I was really happy to see him show up in AAA, have a match versus a big star like Penta. That's a good look for Bronco Nima. Unfortunately, Bronco loses. Penta doesn't have to join Los Perros del Mal. But something also happened that I was not expecting. Los Perros del Mal attack Bronco Nima. And it's just like, huh? Wait a minute. What is going on here? So is this something like Los Perros perdonan or Los Perros no perdonan type thing? As in, like, the dogs don't forgive, they don't forgive? Is this just how they treat their faction members usually? It was Bronco Nima out of Los Perros del Mal. What do you think?
First, that was the thing I got spoiled, and that was the thing that I was holding on and just like, "Man, this is gonna change everything." You know what I mean? They attacked their own guy.
Yeah.
Um, so I've been waiting to talk to you about this because I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
But watching it, I was like, well, is he kicked out, or is this a punishment for losing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, this is your punishment. You lost the match. You know, you were supposed to get the job done and you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And so, this could be like a strike one type of thing and before you're out, or maybe he's just out. He's gone. He's done. And he goes back with his other buddy from OTM. Which it seems like that's what's happening because immediately after Saturday, Bronco Nima gets pulled up to the main roster with Royce Keys on Raw, which awesome, great for him. But man, I was already starting to get attached to Bronco's Nima, his character on AAA TV, especially after last week when he cut that promo in Spanish with Penta.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like, no way. This is the first time I actually hear you talk and cut a promo because I don't watch NXT. One, two, I've never heard him speak Spanish, especially not like that. He cut a phenomenal promo in Spanish, and I was like, "Yep, this guy, he's got it." You know what I mean? Like, even if he doesn't win the match, like he's built for this.
Yeah.
You know, and he's now I understand why he's a member of Los Perros del Mal.
Right.
Because I didn't understand it before, but yeah, for him to get kicked out, what it seems like to be kicked out, that was a big shocker.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope we see him come back down the road. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's going to do big and great things with OTM and Royce Keys on Raw. But I'm going to miss Bronco Nima in AAA.
I'm hoping that we still see Bronco Nima in AAA because it's funny how these things work, man. Like, sometimes you take some of these talents for granted, like when you see them on NXT or you see them in the main roster, until you see them show up in different places. Like, for example, Bronco Nima showed up in AAA. You just said it. Oh, now I'm starting to get into it because we saw him do something different with different people. So it does kind of feel like, wait a minute, he just got here. What do you mean? And then he shows up on Monday Night Raw, and it's like, wait a minute, what is happening here? So I'm happy for the guy, but yeah, man, one thing's for sure. I don't think he's going to be showing up on NXT anymore if he's going to be on the main roster. I'm hoping he's one of those guys like Damian, like Dom, like Penta that we see going from AAA to the main roster. That's what I'm hoping for too. Um, but yeah, very interesting stuff that happened last weekend in AAA. Where should we move on to next? We got AAA coming up in a couple days on Saturday and Sunday.
Well, this Saturday, as much as I love AAA, and you know how much I do, this Saturday I would very much call this a filler episode. Typically, when the show is pre-recorded and they stretch it out 3 weeks, the third week is typically the most filler episode of all of them, right? The first one's going to be your big one, your live moments where nobody knows what's going to happen because it's not spoiled for anybody, and those are your big moments, right? The second week, you can still have big moments, just like last week we had the turning of Los Perros del Mal on Bronco Nima. Such a great big moment. And now we're on to the third week. I don't know of any really big moments because there hasn't been too much big moments spoiled for this week's episode. Okay. But we can at least go over the match card. I guess the only big moment of the night is going to be El Grande Americanos in-ring promo, him coming out. That's just about it for the big moment.
Okay. Interesting. So we're going to see El Grande Americanos Saturday and Sunday. I mean, yeah, I think this is just to pop the crowd. El Grande Americano is going to get the huge babyface reaction. I mean, what did he say last time? Oh, I'm gonna fight for the country. I'm gonna fight for my people, and that type of rah rah speech. Um, I don't know. Is this where, because we already kind of heard that promo a few weeks ago? Is this where we see another attack by Los Perros del Mal? I'm thinking.
So this one got spoiled for me too. Can I tell you what happens at least? Who shows up? Can I
Uh,
tell you? I mean, I feel like they're gonna announce it. I feel like they will. I'm just
dude.
waiting for them to announce it.
You know what? Because it hasn't been aired yet. No, I don't want to know, man.
All right, all right.
But was I close? No, I
No.
don't know. Okay.
Too late.
Okay, but something is gonna happen. Okay, so that's good to know. That's something to look forward to.
See, but they might advertise it. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. They might advertise who else the Americanos gonna be there with.
Okay.
You know,
well, let's wait on that. Let's put a pin on that. Then.
This was recorded in Torreon.
Torreon.
In Torreon. Thank you, Torreon.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if you know any luchadores or luchadores from Torreon, you know what I mean.
There's so many.
You know what I mean? Maybe somebody hometown hero
from Torreon. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't. There's so many. I feel like, but what else is on the card?
That's okay. What else do we have on the card? We have a triple threat match between La Hierra versus Lady Shani. This is a new one to me versus Adilicious. And that's what I was saying at the beginning. And you're like, what? So I think that's how you say her name, but Adilicious.
Okay.
Versus Lady Shani versus La Hierra.
What else?
We've got Tejano Jr. versus Dinamico.
What else?
And lastly, we've got Mystery Guana versus Tarus. Or okay. Taurus, however you want to say his name.
All right, got it. Oh, okay.
Filler episode week, but it's still Lucha Libre, and I support it. I still love it, and I will still be watching it.
Yeah, I'm still going to be watching it too. I'll probably be drinking, though, during that, but yeah.
You're so that's always fun. For AAA. Every Saturday.
It's Saturday, bro. What? Saturday.
By Saturday evening, I'm texting, and you're just texting me all this nonsense. You're not even reading all my texts all the way, and you're like, I don't know, I'm drunk.
Yeah. So that's gonna be
I'll just text you tomorrow morning then.
Yeah, we'll see what AAA has in store for us. Hey, I mean I'm just doing the Mexican thing, bro. Just lucha libre and coronas. That's the way to do it.
Well, let's jump into Sunday because Sunday is going to be a lot more fun. Starting super early, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, with Ola de Calor. It was just announced literally 45 minutes ago that the general manager of AAA, Rey Mysterio, announced that we're going to see a number one contenders match for the AAA Cruiserweight Championship between Mini Vikingo versus Jack Cartwheel versus Nathan Frazier. A triple threat match. It's gonna be. He said that he just signed them too. So does that mean we're gonna see? Well, Ray said that he just. I don't know. I might have to watch the video again, but from what I saw, he said I just signed Mini Vikingo and Jack Cartwheel. So I don't know if that means we're gonna see them permanently on the roster now, like more going forward. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But unless he was talking about Nathan Frazier, but he said something. Yeah, you got to watch the promo. It was 45 minutes ago. They just posted it.
Okay. Well, Nathan Frazier.
I'll watch it real fast. I'll watch it. It's like 10 seconds.
Okay.
Nathan Frazier, go ahead. I'll let you talk.
I haven't seen him in a long time, so it's cool to hear that he's still alive, you know?
I mean, he's got Axiom, you know, they got Fraxium.
When's
got all
the last time we've seen him on SmackDown? Or at all?
Like a month or two ago?
Feels like way longer than that, but are you going to play the video so we can hear it at least?
I mean, I can play the audio. I can pull it up on my computer if you want me to. Hold on.
No. Just play the audio. We can listen to what Rey Mysterio...
Rey Mysterio, recordándoles del 30 de agosto, Edinburg, Texas, AAA Ola de Calor. Y con gusto les anuncio que he firmado para una lucha a 3 de los luchadores más aéreos y rápidos.
He said he signed.
Como lo es Mini Vikingo, Nathan Frazier y Jack Cartwheel.
So he said he signed him for the match, not he like signed him to a AAA contract, but because
Perfect.
I'm pretty sure Mini Vikingo and Jack Cartwheel they're
Yeah,
signed already. Yeah.
but not until recently did Jack Hartwell have an exclusive AAA contract.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. That's dope, man. That's really cool that Jack Cartwheel is gonna be there. Um,
He should already be number one contender because, like 2-3 weeks ago, he faced, oh my god,
Noisy Boy.
Noisy Boy. Thank you, and he defeated Noisy Boy. But somehow the week after, Noisy Boy became number one contender and faced Rey Fenix for the AAA Cruiserweight Championship.
Yeah.
So I don't know what kind of ass backward writing that was.
Hey, careful, bro. Angel Garza's watching, bro.
But it should have been Jack Cartwheel. I mean, I understand they don't. But I mean, I guess I don't understand because Jack Cartwheel deserved to be number one contender. He should have had that spotlight against Rey Fenix, even if he lost. You know, Mini Vikingo lost too against Rey Fenix.
Oh,
so I think Jack Cartwheel and Rey Fenix could run it back.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for sure. This one's gonna be tricky because didn't Mini Vikingo just have a title shot versus Rey Fenix recently?
Yep.
So I don't think they'll run that one back.
It was a good match.
It was a good match, yeah. Nathan Frazier versus Rey Fenix. I feel like we've seen that too, haven't we?
You can see it on SmackDown, or you could even see it on NXT.
Okay. Yeah, just man, I'm gonna go with our boy Jack Cartwheel, man. Jack Cartwheel versus Rey Fenix. That would be cool.
Jack Cartwheel makes the most sense. You want to know who wins?
What? How do you know?
I'm just messing with you, bro.
No, bro. I was like,
That was a
wait
good one.
minute.
That was a good one, right?
Yeah.
No spoilers for this one because it hasn't happened yet. Not until this Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. And then we have a gauntlet match to determine the number one contender for the AAA Reina de Reinas Championship.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't announced who's going to be in this tournament. I believe there's 5 women in the tournament.
Okay.
In the gauntlet match.
Okay.
And based off of the rest of the matches, there's no other females on the card. So I'm assuming it's probably going to be your big players like your La Catalina and Lady Shani and who else? Bailey would be cool to see back in AAA. Bailey. Mm-hmm. Natty would be cool to see again. Mm-hmm.
Do you think they'll bring in Lola Vice maybe?
No, I think Lola Vice is done. And plus, she's making her Raw debut on the 14th, which is the Mexico City date. The day after Triple Mania.
Oh, is it? Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yeah, you posted it. The little GTA thing.
I did post it, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I just saw 9/14, and I thought, oh, okay, well that's cool. We got a few weeks.
Yeah, it's Mexico City. That's the Mexico City. That's the same day that Penta will face Roman Reigns or Rey Fenix.
Right. Okay. But yeah, I like that they're doing that because it's going to lead to some surprises there. We don't know who's going to show up. So maybe it's someone cool. Oh, what if it's La Pimpinela Scarlata? Right? She can technically wrestle in the women's division, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, Pimpi's from Torreon, so I could see that. But wait, this week's not recorded in Torreon.
No, it's where is it, by the way?
Texas.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, yeah, that's fun. That's something to look forward to.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. I don't know. It's kind of hard to guess that one because we don't know who's in the gauntlet match.
Yeah, as of yet. We could just guess. I mean, hopefully it's somebody good.
If I were to guess, La Catalina will probably win the whole thing.
Oof. You think this is the night you think that's going to be the day?
I think she's going to win the whole thing.
Well, yeah.
Remember, it's just to become number one contender, so.
Oh, okay. It's not for the title yet, just the number one contender.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I got La Catalina. That makes sense.
I think it's 4 women.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's just a picture with her in the middle and then 4 blank spots, but I don't know.
But a gauntlet match, I feel like a gauntlet match usually has 5 people.
It can have 4.
Okay.
The minimum is 4.
All
Yeah.
right. I was going to say, if they have La Hiedra defend in a gauntlet match, that's pretty fucked up, but...
She's not champion. It's Flammer.
Oh, right. Flammer. And who's in that picture? La Hiedra?
No, Flammer.
Flammer's in that picture. Okay. Well, that picture's fucking confusing because it makes you think that she's in the match.
But if you read it, it says Número uno al Reina de Reinas de Flammer.
All right, fair.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what else we got?
We also have finally, I think we're getting a match for the debut of El Carnicero.
El Carnicero.
Was it the butcher? The butcher man?
Yeah. El Carnicero translates to the butcher in English. This is the guy that's been attacking Psycho Clown for no apparent reason. Is this the match, or are we actually going to hear from him and hear why he's attacking Psycho Clown?
No, bro, this is a match.
Okay.
If they're saying it's the debut of him, we've already seen him attack. I would assume a debut means an actual match.
I want to know why he's attacking all these people, but okay. I guess
I want to know if he can cut a promo in Spanish.
Yes, that's a good question.
Especially with his name.
I don't know. I don't think he's Hispanic. Then again, I haven't done my research, but he doesn't look Hispanic to me, but I could be wrong.
I mean, Sam Adonis can speak Spanish, and Corey Graves can semi-speak Spanish, so I wouldn't be surprised if he could speak Spanish.
That's true. Well, they have him in AAA for a reason, so I mean, he's got something, right? I haven't seen him wrestle. I don't know if he's been like on Evolve or LFG or NXT. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. The only thing I know about him is that some people were comparing him to Luchasaurus from AAA. I don't know if you're familiar.
Yeah.
And also the name, the El Carnicero is the butcher, which to me that just reminds me of the Butcher and the Blade from AEW like a long time ago. So I thought that was funny. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they do with him.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be. I feel like it'll be a squash match. Whoever he goes up against, unless Psycho Clown answers the call and then he comes and gets his revenge back on him for costing him the match. And the number one contenders, or no, number one contender spot in the Fatal 4-Way, which we'll talk about next.
Right.
With La Parca versus El Fiscal versus El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. versus Damian Priest. And Damian Priest was just given a gimme for this one. He didn't have to earn his way into the Fatal 4-Way match. And even before this tournament was announced, Edgar, do you remember who I told you would become the AAA Latin American champion after Rey Mysterio vacated the title from El Hijo del Vikingo?
Yeah, you said Damian Priest, but you know what?
And now Damian Priest has been carried a silver platter to be in the Fatal 4-Way.
I find it really funny that you, Soto, being Soto from the 619 from San Diego, just so happened to know that Damian Priest was going to be put in the spot, which is, what a coincidence. The general manager is also from San Diego, so I'm just saying.
He doesn't live here anymore.
Y'all both are corrupt as fuck. That's all I'm saying. So,
who are you going for in this Fatal 4-Way match?
Say the names again.
La Parca, who we just saw on Raw this past week. El Fiscal, who we just saw on Raw last week.
Mm-hmm.
And El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., who we also saw on Raw last week.
Yeah, I think Damian Priest makes the most sense. I mean, Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. was already Latin American champion. He did good stuff with the title. I like what he did with it, but I think it just... to put that title over more, like you said, just put it on Damian Priest. What, do you want a cookie or something?
I'm not right yet, but in about 3 or 4 days, I will be.
All right, cool.
Probably.
Is that? I mean, that's who you got, right? That's who you're picking.
Definitely.
For this? Yeah.
I honestly thought this match was going to happen at Triple Mania. I thought we were going to crown a new champion then, but maybe something bigger is brewing. Again, Angel, don't be mad at me, but I don't know if you noticed this past week on SmackDown, Damian Priest looked like he was about to attack R-Truth, and it's been looking like that for like the last 2 or 3 weeks now. Damian Priest is getting a little frustrated losing these matches, obviously losing the tag team titles. What if he turns on R-Truth, finally becomes a heel again, and goes down that dark path, becomes the AAA Latin American champion, and Los Perros del Mal, they're missing a member, and Damian Priest could very well just take up that spot and take that group to some new heights.
Very likely. Very likely. But I don't know if I would like to see that. Because, yes, Damian Priest did look frustrated with R-Truth. But now that they're not the tag team champions, you know, they had a rematch. They didn't win it. I think they're just going to go their separate ways and just leave it at is. Damian Priest is going to go on to do, most likely be the Latin American champion. So he might be focused on that. And I think it just ends just like that. Like, I don't think Damian Priest needs to turn heel and all that good stuff, because Damian Priest in AAA, I think he's going to be over. And I think they're probably going to want to push him as like a popular babyface, don't you think?
I mean, I guess, but wouldn't the storyline be cool to see carry over from SmackDown, where he just carries over being a heel into the AAA roster, and then you bleed that into Mexico City? You know what I mean?
It would be amazing, but we all know that they don't do that. That they don't carry over the storylines from the main roster to AAA. Unfortunately,
just because they don't do it now doesn't mean they can't do it, Edgar. You got to give me some hope. Okay, you got to give me some hope. Don't crush my dreams here. We need them to integrate better.
You're right. We do, but they won't, because they don't care about us, Soto. They don't. But nah, dude, I get what you mean. That would be cool.
I mean, I keep trying to throw someone with Los Perros del Mal because we got that empty spot right there. That Bronco Nima is no longer there. And so Dom would be perfect. Allegedly. Even if it was a short alliance. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a full-on, like, I'm part of the group, but, like, I need you guys as my backup. You know what I mean? Like, essentially what I see happening is if Dom, you know, hires Los Perros del Mal or, you know, aligns with them in some capacity, I feel like they would be there for Dom. But when Dom loses the title, if he does, to El Grande Americano, then Los Perros would probably attack Dom the same way they attacked Bronco Nima. And I could see that Dom feuding with Los Perros, or maybe we don't see Dom on AAA TV for a while because of how bad Los Perros del Mal took out Dominik Mysterio.
But that's if Bronco Nima is out.
True, if
we
he's
don't
out.
know that for sure.
We
yet.
don't. We
Until
don't.
then,
Maybe he shows up at Triple Mania and he just takes out Dom and in a crazy way, you know?
I'm hoping Bronco Nima is still in. I'm hoping this is just one of those things like you said, that was just a little punishment for fucking up, and it's water under the bridge. That's what I'm hoping for.
Only time will tell, but my top 2 picks for some sort of alliance or someone to join the group is Dominik Mysterio or Damian Priest.
Fair.
You want to jump to the next one?
Yes.
All right, in the next one, speaking of Los Perros del Mal, we have a 6-man tag team match with Los Perros del Mal. Finally, all 3 members, well, leftover members, are in a match together. We're not leaving anybody out this time. Versus Dragon Lee, Penta, and Rey Fenix.
Dragon Lee, Penta, and Rey Fenix. Yeah, man, we're starting to see more and more of Rey Fenix and Penta in the same picture frame in the WWE. I think they teamed together at like a live event. We saw them face to face on Monday Night Raw. You know, they're going to be teaming up together this weekend. And then the finals of the number one contender is going to be Rey versus Penta at some point. I don't know when that match is going to
Next
be.
Monday,
Next Monday.
which is sadly pre-recorded.
Ah, fuck.
So you're gonna
Okay.
know after Friday.
Well, you know what? I haven't been spoiled on SmackDown. I've almost been spoiled, but I've been able to just close the app or look away.
And you've been blocking people too who've been spoiling you.
Yeah, so I think my algorithm knows, and I think they're hearing, the FBI agents are hearing me, and they're not putting that on my algorithm. So that's cool. Um, yeah, that's gonna be a good match right there. I'm still amazed of how much wrestling Rey Fenix has been doing. AAA, Raw, SmackDown, NXT. He's gonna be on AAA again, so that's amazing. I'm gonna go with, yeah, man, Penta and Rey Fenix and Dragon Lee, man. They're gonna get the win. This is gonna be a fun match.
Interesting. I mean, I could see it. I could see it. They're definitely pushing a lot more of Penta lately, and the only way I could see them losing is if Dragon Lee takes the pin.
Yeah,
It wouldn't be Penta, and it probably wouldn't be Rey Fenix, because right now Rey Fenix is being pushed, like you said, which I'm happy for. Rey Fenix finally is getting the push he deserves, because for a while we didn't see Rey Fenix show up on SmackDown for a couple of weeks.
right.
He was just in the back and catering. So after this phenomenal match that him and Dragon Lee had this past Monday on Raw, I feel like he's just going to get pushed even further. Both of them, actually.
Yeah, and Rey Fenix also won last night on NXT versus EK Prosper. That was good.
Man's all over the place, taking over the world. I hope that they're, taking care of themselves, because they've been utilized a lot lately.
Yeah, and it just goes to show, like, a lot of people are like, oh, Rey Fenix should have stayed in AEW, but I think Rey Fenix is doing great stuff, man. Like, he's everywhere right now, and he's having dope matches, and he's getting over, and I think they're doing great stuff with him.
What if this match ends in a disqualification?
Oh, hell is gonna break loose. Oh, hell is gonna break loose. Everyone and their mamas are gonna show up. Um, and it's Perros del Mal. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Oh man. Or we can get Bronco Nima showing up here.
He's not coming back that soon, I don't think. If he
No.
does come back.
I'm saying Bronco Nima, if he feels some type of way of that attack, he can attack Los Perros del Mal.
You think OTM and Royce Keys could show up in AAA? You know what I mean? Like, Bronco Nima's got a little backup now, a little 3-on-3.
That would be great, but like we said, man, the storylines from the main roster just don't go into play in AAA or anywhere else, man. They like to
Crushing
keep
my
that,
heart again,
yeah,
bro.
man. It's like they'll do the crossover when they want to promote AAA. I don't know if, especially this new faction, this new storyline that they're starting on Monday Night Raw, I don't think they'll use it on AAA TV.
I mean, the only reason I say this is because they're headed into Mexico City. They're going through, and I feel like we're gonna see a lot of blending with the AAA talent and the storylines, especially for that entire weekend. Right? We've got SmackDown happening in the same arena that Triple Mania in Mexico City is gonna be happening, and we also have Raw happening in that exact same arena. So we've got 3 shows where we could have a potential, which we already know we're gonna see a Psycho Clown. We already know we're gonna see Los Perros del Mal. We're gonna see these guys cross over in some capacity. It just has to happen. What better place to do it than in Mexico City?
That's an excellent point.
So there is a possibility that OTM and Royce Keys could cross paths with Los Perros del Mal.
For sure. There's always a possibility. Anything can happen in the WWE, pal. I would love to see that. I would love to see Royce Keys and Out the Mud show up in AAA to confront Los Perros del Mal. That would be amazing. But there's always that but.
But it could happen on Raw.
Or it can happen on Raw. Yeah, it could happen on Raw. Los Perros del Mal can show up there. Yeah. Either way, man, it's good shit, man. It's exciting, bro. I'm fucking fun for it. You know.
We've got two things left to cover. Again, this is for this Sunday's show for Ola de Calor. Again, starting at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. I'm looking forward to it. I know there's a lot of wrestling that day. There's still NXT Heatwave. And, of course, there's AEW PLE going, or pay-per-view. Sorry, they don't call them PLEs. Pay-per-view going on that day. So a lot of wrestling. But as a AAA fan, I'm looking forward to this the most for the entire day.
Want to give a quick shout out. Thank you, GBG, the Shadow King. Thank you, Diane Hamburg. Thank you, AB Heredero, for all the gifts and all the likes and all the shares and all that good stuff. You guys are amazing. Let's keep it moving.
Garrett, you lit me up. I just want to throw you a quick shout out, Garrett. Thank you very much for the gifts. I appreciate it. Last two things. We've got the AAA tag team titles. The War Raiders are taking on Los Americanos. Finally, Los Americanos are getting a title shot, which I think we could very well see some new tag team champions. I don't know.
I like the War Raiders as AAA tag team champions because they've been showing those title belts on SmackDown. And I love seeing that. If we get those titles on Los Americanos, I doubt we will be seeing them on SmackDown as much as we have been seeing. So for that reason, I also like, the fact that the War Raiders are considered like a bigger, heavier, meaner team compared to like what we're used to seeing in AAA. Usually, I feel like a lot of those guys are high flyers and are, a lot smaller looking compared to the War Raiders. So I like seeing the variety. The someone like the War Raiders just looks different in a AAA show as opposed to like Los Americanos. So I'm gonna go with the War Raiders.
I'm gonna stick with Los Americanos. I think they're gonna take it. We're gonna see the new champions. Plus, I think they want to showcase them as tag team champions alongside El Grande Americano when he becomes the AAA Mega Champion in Mexico City against Dominik Mysterio.
I got a funny comment here, Soto, from our good friend Taylor from Jada Wrestling TV. Says AEW's on if you guys are interested.
I keep up with it on IG and Twitter, but other than that, I don't watch it on a weekly basis.
Dude, this is why. Okay, I love the competition, right? I love that WWE is counter programming, but I'm stuck. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do yet on Sunday because I want to watch AAA. I want to watch NXT, but it's going to be on at the same exact time as All In. So I'm going to be missing out one way or another. I'm going to watch them all at some point, but I don't know in which order I am going to watch them in. And that's the annoying part about this.
I keep up with NXT and AEW the exact same way. I don't watch them on a weekly basis. I just scroll and I see the big moments pop up on my feed. And so that's probably how I end up watching Heatwave and AEW. But for AAA, I'm locked in. I'm watching it from start to finish.
Yeah.
And the fact that it starts at 9 a.m., I'm looking forward to it. Because then that evening I'll be going to a concert and not watching any wrestling.
Yeah, so I'll see. I mean, I don't know. I think the only thing that really is interesting me that makes me want to watch All In is obviously the main event, Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega, and I think the New Day might show up. Other than that, there's not really much I care about on that card, if I'm being honest.
And I love Kyle Fletcher. I know he's having, I believe, a triple threat match.
Yeah, he's in a triple threat match. But
yeah. But anyways, let's finish this off because we've got Dominik Mysterio and El Grande Americano. I know we were just talking about Los Americanos, but we're going to have a contract signing. How do you feel about these contract signings, man? Because El Grande Americano has technically been number one contender since Rey de Reyes. So it's already been locked in, since then. And it's been months since he won that tournament. How do we feel? Like, do we need a contract signing? Like, is this necessary? Could Could we have done without it, or do we need does this need to happen? Like, do we need pen to paper?
Yeah, maybe because they might add a new stipulation to it that they have to agree upon. Like,
I still think you're liking my stipulation.
yes, I
Okay,
would love to see Rey Mysterio be the special guest referee for that.
I think I think it could happen. I don't know if it will, but I feel like it's a possibility.
That's what I'm hoping for, man. So yeah, in that sense, yes. If if it's something else other than okay, this is just a championship match, but by the way, this is going to be a championship match, but and that's when they bring in the new the clauses and all the things and the fine print and all that good stuff that they have to sign off on. And plus, it's always fun to see what they do in these contract sign-ins because I feel like every contract sign-in, for the most part, someone always goes through a table. But it. I like hearing the promos. I like hearing what they have to say to each other. What's their motivation? Why are they mad? Why do they want to win other than just the championship? That's a big part of the matches, at least for me. So I'm always down for a good contract signing.
What if they just announce that it's like no disqualification match? You know what I mean? Like anything goes. And that way, because I feel like this match at Triple Mania with Dom versus El Grande Americano is going to be very much of that like Roman and Cody Rhodes feel, right? Or even the mass versus mass match, where we just kept seeing people after people running into the ring, Like, I feel like we're going to see Los Americanos show up at Triple Mania to help out El Grande Americano. I feel like maybe Los Perros del Mal might show up if Dom, has his alliance with them. I could even see maybe Omos showing up, right? He's suspended right now, but he could potentially show up. What if they don't announce a special guest referee match and instead they're like have their referee knocked out and Ray's on commentary because that's what he does. He does the English commentary and he's like, oh, I gotta jump in the ring as the manager. I gotta go in there as an official and be the referee. What if he goes in there, takes off his headset and counts to 1, 2, 3? Now Dom is mad because he's like, you screwed me over. You know what I mean? Continues his feud with Rey Mysterio. What if they do that?
I would not like to see that. I mean, yes, that would be cool. I wouldn't like to see that because one of the big reasons that Dom is so interesting to me is the fact that he can cheat, lie, cheat, and steal. But if you make this match a no DQ, then his cheating is now no longer cheating. At that point, it's just, hey, he can do whatever he wants anyway. So it kind of takes away a lot of like the heat from Dominik Mysterio. And I want to see Dom. I mean, Dom can still get away with a lot of stuff. I think he's going to be cheating. I think he's going to be doing shady stuff. And that's what makes Dom's matches interesting. If you make it a no DQ match, then it's,
So then, I mean, technically, special guest referees could also lead to no DQs as well because it's at the ref's discretion on what is legal and what is not.
But if Ray is the special guest referee, I don't think he's going to let Dom cheat. Dom is going to try. Ray's probably not going to let him. Or maybe he will because he's corrupt as hell. I don't know, It's more interesting if you add Ray as a special guest referee, I think.
I get it. I just feel like the way that they've been setting up this feud between them, I feel like Los Americanos are going to get involved and thus Dom's going to need Omos, right? Because why would you bring Omos and El Ojo into Dom's faction in AAA if you're not going to utilize them for Triple Mania?
Yeah.
This is why I think it's going to feel like, I don't know, the mass versus mass match or, Cody versus Roman.
This is another reason why Ola de Calor is must see because we're going to get a better idea of what to expect at Triple Mania. Because Triple Mania is coming up in a couple weeks.
I'm excited, dude. I'm excited. We're both going to be there. We're both going to be in Mexico City, drinking beers and eating tacos.
You're going to be drinking beers?
I'll have one.
Let's go. That's what I'm going to be doing all day, bro.
Yeah, I'll have one.
All right, you got to have one with me at least, though.
Yeah.
All right,
With
cool.
you. I'll have one with you. Well, smash them like Stone Cold, and maybe even drink them like that because they're only like $2 over there, anyways.
Can't wait. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, this weekend's gonna be fun too, bro. It's gonna be. Yeah, a lot of stuff is happening this weekend, man. I can't believe it. I told my wife, I'm like, hey, August 30th, put it on the calendar. I'm my husband duties, my father duties, all that. It's nope, I'm not doing none of that. August 30th. Sorry.
Nice.
Yeah.
Enjoy your full day of wrestling. I just realized we're wearing WrestleMania shirts, which is kind of funny.
That's right.
But yeah, man, I'm excited. Looking forward to it. Should be a really good Sunday. Pretty decent Saturday. Overall, a fun weekend for wrestling, just in general.
Yeah, and hopefully we can meet up during the week after to talk about everything that went down.
Probably gonna have to talk about it Monday before Raw or something, because there's gonna be a lot to talk about.
I'm down with it. Just let me know.
For sure. Well, do you have anything else to say before we jump off?
Rey Mysterio's corrupt, and follow me at Snug Wrestling, and leave a star rating and a review if you follow us on Apple and Spotify. If you don't catch our lives, then you can hear the audio over there.
Perfect. Well, he said it already, and once again, I am Soto619. Appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you all for following, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Later, buddy.